Rheumatoid arthritis is mainly mediated by type 3 and type 4 hypersensitivity reaction, which is cell mediated, and mainly site is around skin, eyes and lungs, blood vessels and joints. It is activation because of the immunocomplex disorders and bacterial products. First of all, it causes the immunocomplexes and bacterial products activation of macrophages mediated by T cells and B cells, which cause the release of pro-inflammatory tumor necrosis factor alpha and interleukin 1. This leads to synovitis because of the inflammation of synovial membrane, production of collagenase which leads to the destruction of cartilage matrix, and release of matrix metalloproteins which leads to the cartilage degradations. Osteoarthritis is the age-related degenerative process in which the matrix degenerations started because of the disbalance and degradative enzymes are increased because of cytokines interleukin 1, 6 and 17 and tumor necrosis factor alpha. This leads to secretions of tumor TNF alpha and interleukin 1, which ultimately again leads to degeneration of cartilage matrix. So the main pathology of rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis is based around the release of TNF alpha and interleukin 1. This TNF alpha and interleukin 1 is mainly released due to nuclear factor kappa B, which is present in all cells. Now this nuclear factor kappa B is the main mediator of inflammation. When it starts to work, it will cause the inflammation to proceed. This NFK beta activation leads to rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, ankylosing spondylosis, psoriatic arthritis and juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. Activation of NFK beta is started with the cell membrane. As the inflammatory stimuli, TNF alpha and interleukin starts, it causes stimulation of IKB kinase, which leads to removal of IKB from NFKB and act is activate. As the activate nuclear factor kappa B, it translocate to the nucleus and start for the inflammatory mediators. As the activation of pro-inflammatory cytokines and inducible enzymes, it release the inflammatory mediators which act directly on synovial membrane. It cause inflammation, proliferation of synovitis, and it cause pannus formation. Second thing, it's stimulation of chondrocytes which cause increased activity of the cyclooxygenase enzymes and matrix metalloproteinase, leads to the cartilage destructions. Third thing, in bone, which cause osteoclastogenesis, cause juxta-articular osteoporosis and bony erosions. Now the current management and their limitations for the rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. First of all, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, which is not suitable for the elder patient because it causes gastritis, nausea, vomiting, rhinotoxicity, hepatotoxicity and increased cardiovascular disease. Other medication is steroidal medication, which is not advisable for a long-term use because it causes same gastritis, ulceration, diabetes, hypertension, osteoporosis and increased risk of other infections. Second management is disease-modifying anti-rheumatoid drugs, which leads to methotrexate, hydroxychloroquine and leflunomide. But these are slow in action. It takes several weeks to show their clinical effects, provides the partial response and lead loss of efficacy with continued use. Other biological immunomodulators like adalimumab, etanercept, infliximab, tocilizumab and rituximab, these are the mainly target mediated inflammatory mediators which cause the other infection like because of the immunosuppression, tuberculosis, demyelinating disorders, cancers, and these are highly expensive drugs. Now the innovative options comes for the management for arthritis is curcumin. This is the phytochemical compound which obtained from the rhizomes of the Curcuma longa. It possesses the anti-inflammatory actions, antioxidative, anti-proliferative and anti-angiogenic. This is the main inhibitor of activation of nuclear factor kappa B, which is the master mediator of inflammation. First of all, curcumin has a multiple actions. It directly inhibits the IKB kinase. It inhibits the removal of IKB from the inactive nuclear factor kappa B. So, and nuclear factor kappa B is in inactive form still persists. There is no translocation. It prevents the formation of pro-inflammatory cytokines. It prevents the inflammatory mediators. Curcumin evidence has come with when trial has done with diclofenac sodium and curcumin alone. Curcumin was 52% effective for reduction of the CRP level. 18 patients with rheumatoid arthritis were treated for 2 weeks with curcumin, and curcumin improved the joint swelling and pain and morning stiffness. Curcumin therapy we can provide as monotherapy and combination therapy. When 100 patients of osteoarthritis were treated with curcumin for 8 months, and it was effectively reducible for pain, stiffness, and there was the improvement in WOMAC score. WOMAC is the Western Ontario and McMaster University Arthritis Scale, and it decreased the use of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and reduction of the other side effects caused by NSAID and steroidal therapies. Curcumin combination therapy. Curcumin, when given along with celecoxib and other cyclooxygenase 2 inhibitors, it decreases the need of celecoxib and improve the efficacy of celecoxib also. It has been also given with prednisolone and methotrexate. These improve the synergistic actions for methotrexate and prednisolones. Curcumin is generally recognized as safe by US FDA. There was no noticeable side effect with up to dose of 8 grams daily for 3 months, and it is not so other side effect like in renal disorders, liver disorder, cardiovascular disorders. Conventional curcumin is not so effective because it is not properly absorbed by GI, gastrointestinal tracts, and because of its poor viability, the self-micro-emulsifying drug delivery system has been evolved to increase the viability of curcumin. When it has been given as self-micro-emulsifying drug delivery, the efficacy of curcumin has been increased because of its higher viability. So the bio-enhanced curcumin summary is: it inhibits the master switch of inflammation, nuclear factor kappa B, decrease the release of inflammatory prostaglandins, cytokines, and monotherapy found to be effective and safe for rheumatoid arthritis and other arthritic disorders. Efficacy has been increased with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs and steroids. So bio-enhanced curcumin is useful mainly in rheumatoid arthritis and other osteoarthritic disorders, and intolerant, it is also useful in the patient who are intolerant to the non-steroidal drugs, who are renal disorders, liver disorders, and cardiovascular disorders. Thank you, sir.